So, where does predictability come here into the picture here? So, I think many of us have argued, and it seems patently true that if our behavior were totally predictable, like if I could have in advance shown you a transcript of everything we were going to say in this conversation, down to the last and ah and grammatical error, that would prove that we were automatons in some sense, right? This is just Laplace's demon applied to us. It's all determined. It's just one domino hitting the next. But people put a lot of stock in the fact that we don't live in that sort of world. We're not perfectly predictable, in part because even fully determined systems or fully deterministic ones are so complex that you can never measure the initial conditions such that you could predict far in advance. Again, it's like predicting the weather on 50 Tuesdays from today. But there's also, it's thought, contributions that are random, whether this is quantum indeterminacy or some other sort of randomness. Again, I've never understood why people imagine that gives scope to free will, because what you're introducing is some version of rolling the dice. And if your behavior is pushed around by the rolls of the dice, I don't know why anyone feels like that confers greater responsibility to them.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
what,
And
what,
it,
what talk about this variable of predictability versus unpredictability, because to my eye, unpredictability doesn't actually create space for free will. It just creates the enduring mystery, which I agree we have and live under, which is we don't know what's going to happen next. But, I would extend that to you don't know what you're going to think next, right? I mean, and that, for me, that actually undermines
yeah.
the lived experience of free will, right? So,
Okay, this is such a fundamental area where people just get bollocksed up because you're right, the world is not predictable. The future was not set at the Big Bang. Laplace was wrong in that sense. And because of things that not only we don't know, because the things we can't know, there are things that are formally unknowable. And that's, as you said, the weather, the world of chaoticism and butterfly effects and nonlinearities and all of that. And what that winds up meaning is right now, in this moment, there are indeed multiple possible futures. It's not already set in stone. And you will be navigating your life within that context. And it's only once one particular possible future turns out to be the one that happened that you could then see the deterministic steps that got you there. But yeah, at any given moment, the world is unpredictable. And this is one version of where trying to convince someone there's no free will, where they get all agitated of, among other things, it's saying everything is already set. Why bother trying to change anything? And
hmm.
there's a world of important responses to that as to exactly how you should bother, because the world is not set in stone. And that has nothing to do with the fact that we don't have free will.